Yo, Caleb, where you been? I haven't seen any fitness vlogs from you. Well, I got one for you right here. This is my workout, and I'm going to explain where I've been and where I'm going forward. So let's start with it. Yeah, so where has Caleb been? Well, Caleb's been living life. He's been enjoying himself. And while I haven't been consistent with my video uploads for fitness vlogs, I still would go out there and play basketball from time to time. I still do my wellness walks. However, the intensity, that's what was missing. I didn't have the intensity over these last couple years, and that is in part because I haven't been in the gym. Yeah, so not being in the gym the last couple years, something that I've definitely missed. I feel like I was starting to ascend physically and, strength-wise and physique-wise. And then I just, life and the priorities I had started to change, and the gym no longer fit into that schedule and that routine for me at that capacity and at that intensity level. And that's something that, do I have any regrets? I don't think I have any regrets, but it's just something like, if I would have kept that going, just imagine where I would have been now. So I'm gonna start coming back, and I'm gonna start doing some fitness vlogs, and this time I will be at home and it'll be more consistent. So as you can see, I got warmed up with some jump roping, and then I moved over to some calisthenics here with push-ups. So my goal is to, eventually build up a really cool home gym, me and my wife. And then once we get that home gym, I'll be able to do everything I want to do as far as like workouts and performance. So before we get all the equipment, I want to build up my natural strength first. The reason I want to build up my natural strength first is when I transition over to lifting the heavier weights, I won't have to start at the lowest weights, and that's my ego. I have an ego for lifting for sure. So to get ahead of that, I want to get as strong as I can push-up wise in calisthenics. I'm a bench presser. I'm a typical gym bro. That's what I'm focused on. So getting these push-ups and getting my strength up naturally, I already know that if I'm able to do a certain number of push-ups with a certain level of like explosiveness, I don't know the word, but it put the right word in that sentence. If I'm able to do that, I know when I go to bench press, I can start at certain weights because I'm that familiar with my body. So if I'm able to do X number of push-ups and feel a certain way stamina wise and get to a certain number of reps and recovery, I can usually go to certain weights on the actual weight set and be, a certain level of strength. So that's my whole goal. I'm going to do legs too. You can see the legs in the video. Today was not a leg day. Today was chest, triceps, and shoulders. So don't get on me about legs. I want to get stronger in that regard too. Because, if you looked at my last uploads for my fitness vlog, I was getting up to, I think I had maxed out at 275 for my bench press. And I think my squat was 315. So they were pretty similar. And then for deadlifts, it was probably somewhere around that neighborhood too. So very evenly distributed, but not proportionate, because like your lower body muscles should be stronger proportion wise. But again, I'm a gym bro. I care about my bench press, so that's what I'm gonna work towards. That's what's gonna keep me in the gym and working out. That's my carrot at the end of the stick. So overall, the goal is to get stronger and improve my performance, maintain mobility, flexibility, and fluidity with my workouts. And so I see the weights as more static, and I'll tell you why here in a second. But these weights, they'll help you get stronger, and that's really good. I'm also focusing on real world adaptation of those movements. And so you'll see me later here in a second where I'm doing the speed bag. That's a hard word for me to say today. This was my second take, and I still mess up speed bag. But you'll see me do speed bag work, and that's because I want to maintain that performance angle. So here's a fun fact about your boy Caleb. Back when I was 11, 12, 13 years old, I used to box. I was a boxer. That was like one of my first sports I participated in. And one of my favorite stations was the speed bag station. Now, I'm nowhere as good as I used to be, and you just have to take my word for it, but I used to be pretty good on the speed bag. I'm getting slowly, back into it and getting better. But here's the thing about the speed bag and the benefits I'm looking for. When we talked about real world adaptation, your muscles in your body are meant to move. I want to simulate real world stuff. So, doing the speed bag, I don't want to have to fight somebody, but if I have to, I'll be ready. Not only will I be strong, but I'll be precise and I'll be effective. So the speed bag, it works on hand and eye coordination. You have to be precise. You have to have right timing. And so there's a lot of things going on. And so will your if you're powerlifting, you have to have the right form and you have to have the right, technique. So all those things are important too. It's just, I want to make sure I'm well balanced. And so the stretching, the execution, this performance, all those things matter to me as I get a little older. So, and that's getting older age-wise and maintaining my youthfulness in my body. So, let me know what workouts you're doing. Are you in the gym? Are you doing the cardio circuits? You're doing CrossFit, powerlifting? Are you bodybuilding? Let me know. For me, I kind of like a little bit of everything, which is why I'm going to do a mix of different things because, I want to look good and I want to feel good and I want to perform good. Just like Empowerment Essentials Nutrition Coaching Program, I'm basically aiming for those same exact things in my own workout. So let me know in the comments what you're working towards. And I want to make a little plug. If you want to check out my my fitness vlog, there's a playlist on my channel. I would recommend going back and watching. You can see where I started and where I had, I wouldn't say ended, but where I had progressed to. Because I'm still going. This is an ongoing journey. And you can see that 8-month transformation video. To me, that's really cool. I'm hoping to get back to that at some point. If you made it this far in the video, thank you. We're going to get back to working out. I'm here to help and support you. Let's all do this together. Of course, like, share, subscribe, and let's keep each other motivated during these health journeys that we're on separately. All right, take care.